Secretary, you said that the tourism arrival is not really, of course it's a priority, but it's not the only thing that your department is really counting on or moving towards. But is there anything else aside from Nickelodeon, the theme parks, anything also in the works?
Just that.
Okay, let's talk about the tourist arrivals though. Data from 2017 still shows number 1 is Korea on top of the tourist arrivals here in the Philippines. Number 2 is US, and then number 3 is China.
China, yes.
You were quoted as saying in the past that you were expecting about 1 million Chinese to come to the Philippines. Are you well within your target?
Yes, actually, because the Chinese ambassador promised me 1 million, but the way I see it, there are lots of charter flights. There are lots of Chinese coming to us, and they would like to do a charter flight to the Philippines. In fact, there is one tour operator in China who told me that they will be bringing in 1,000 tourists a week. Remember, a week.
Where are you going to put those 1,000 tourists?
10,000, I'm sorry, 10,000 tourists a week. So we have to scatter that. It's not only in Davao. I said Davao could be a place, let's say Manila, Palawan, Cebu, Bohol, Lawag, Vigan. I have to scatter them all over the Philippines.
Yeah, so I just want to go back to that because let's show that graph again. I wanted to clarify that. Did they say 1 million Chinese tourists or of total or plus 1 million? Because in 2017 China had 675,000 visitors. So what are you expecting in 2017? That goes up to 1 million?
A million.
To 1 million?
No, they will be bringing in 1 million. Aside from now, let's say I'm working on China. This is the Chinese ambassador promised me 1 million.
An additional 1
million. So my target for next year is 7 million. That's why I said I could even go more.
Yeah, even higher. You were talking about the flights. There were flights that you supposedly had an agreement with some Chinese investors to the Philippines. This is from Guangzhou to Cebu, to Clark, and to
there's
Davao.
Another one in Manila. And they were asking for a slot in Manila. I said, no, you cannot anymore because Manila is already full. Go to Clark. I've been pushing for Clark, Cebu, Davao, and Palawan.
Is this happening already, Secretary?
Yes. In fact, they already talked to Manila International Airport and asking for a slot. I think they can't give the slot anymore because it's Manila already congested. So we're pushing for Clark and Cebu.
Pero are the flights, those chartered flights, have they actually begun?
Not yet, not yet. They're still negotiating.
I see. So that's also...
My deadline is June 15. I said by June 15, then we should have that charter flight. So we're working on that.
Okay, that's 2 weeks
because
from now.
I wanted to move fast.
Yeah.
Because so far, with the declaration of martial law, I didn't see any cancellation from the Chinese group.
That's exactly where I wanted to go because of that, zero cancellation from the Chinese group?
Not yet, but it's more on Korea. There are some reported cancellations on Korean. That's why I sent a delegation now to Korea to dispel fears and to tell them that business as usual and Marawi is far from far from
the resorts that they probably go to.
Because they always think they canceled Boracay and some in the Bohol. They thought it's near, so we have to explain to them that Marawi is far from Mindanao.
So in essence, Secretary, because of the declaration of martial law, how has the tourism been affected by this? Let's say, is there a percentage you can share with us?
Cancellations because when the president declared martial law, immediately I met with the stakeholders. I asked them what happened. Do you have any cancellations? And they said yes, there are cancellations, but although some said some did not. It's more on the Koreans that have canceled, and I told them normally for me it's normal because I've lived in the Davao for years and the travel advisor is always there, and yet we were able to survive. So I said after the martial law I'm sure these people start coming back because remember Thailand, I talked with the my counterpart, the tourism minister of Thailand. I said, when the martial law was declared, what happened? He said, of course we had cancellations. Of course there were few people coming to us, but it was only in Bangkok. In Phuket, in other places, Chiang Mai, they went there. So I'm sure if it happens to you, because at the time it didn't happen, it will be the same. And then after, when the martial law was lifted, the arrivals doubled.
So you're not concerned about the declaration of martial law on...
No, because this is only temporary, I know.
Yeah.
After a while, those who are booked, they will rebook.
But why the Koreans? Why did you say that your stakeholders were saying the cancellation mostly came from the Koreans supposed to be coming in? Is it because they're our number one?
They're number one. They're number one.
So immediately sila talaga yung mas maraming cancellation.
And then they would always tell relatives, oh yeah, they would tell, because there are Koreans scattered all over the Philippines.
But would you say that even tourist arrivals in the Visayas and even Luzon are affected by the martial law declaration, or is it just Mindanao?
Some, they said, in Visayas it's just reported cancellations, but not that much, minimal. Even they said Dos Palmas was even worse, according to the tour operator.